Oh, it's not going to, oh, to rain more. I've got to move. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, 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 guys. Yes, some small needed to make this walk. It's been a pretty bad weather these few days. But, well, this is the beginning of a winter coming here. And most of the leaves, the trees, falling off. So, but it's not too bad. I can still manage with the rain. Could have put on my other jacket, but it's okay. I just need to get myself a little bit of fresh air. Then we start the civil conversation. Conversation, as my title suggests. Guys, as you come into the house, please just hit the like button. Let's raise the likes up while we frolic. And we have some small civil discussion, conversation about the topic thereabouts, about the topic there. So the topic there, well, we have seen two old enough, but probably still in the body of a young man, coming out and trashing themselves. Two Jamaicans, Jamaican Canadian and a Jamaican American. So I can wonder what the hell is really going on there. So it's quite a pity that people of that age, that's supposed to be like brothers in diaspora, but they come out trashing themselves. And sometimes you wonder what the hell is going on, what's in their mental health, what's in their sleeps, and when are they going to really get over this? Because enough is enough, but they don't seem to get the message. And who are they fighting for? The nyash, as Black Beauty will say. The nyash, the nyash, the nyash. I'm tired of this nyash. So it brings back a question. Two men fighting for one man nyash, or what the hell is it? Just what the hell is it? I'm not able to understand why this should go on for too long. Guys, please hit the like button as you come in. Wow, these are the ships, they eat all these grasses and the government pay the honor. So that's their job. They eat the glass and the government pay them. But it's quite a nice experience. Yeah, and they keep the environment clean. It's also good sometimes. For animal lovers, you have something here to watch on. And anyway, most of these areas, people walk their dogs here. But I gotta do my short walk while we dialogue. So we see a little bit of when the general made that statement from Canada. And we don't really know what that really pushed him to do that. Is it a plan? Is it staged? Because anything that has a link with Mora, you never know. You never really get to know the dynamic of what that really transpired, or what that is about to transpire, or what is the overall intention, what's the aim. So we see this often, that most things you see out there, man, they said the more you look, the less you see. You just have to, make your own calculation to see whether what you're seeing is real, is staged, or content-oriented, which is also good to stimulate the street, resurrect some channels, probably their own channel, like the channel of both people, because they all have small channels. But I'm just wondering why Trenchtown Power will have to pay or solicit help from the general to create a different account to bring down the Mura. Well, it's difficult. It's a difficult thing to bring out Mura, man. You need to have the guts, because he has strong followers that will never give up on him. That will always be there. One One goes and another come. When one goes, two come. There are people that are diehard, and they will never run away just because of some stupid. Do I even to use that word? No, I don't need to use that word. Some miscalculated efforts. So, it's either something had transpired between Trenchtown Grandpa and the general, or we don't even know whether it's even Mora that's even staging all this to outset, what do you call him? The grandpa. But once money is in exchange, the highest bidder carries it all. If Trenchtown Grandpa is able to drop some more dollars, I think Mora would kick the hell out of the general. The general doesn't seem to have it. Well, I think for years he's been planning to come to Yabohan's even for the party. And I learned he couldn't do that. And a lot of other things. We don't know what he's doing there. We don't know whether he's on social. And all that stuff are things that needs to be calculated. Hello, Michael. Welcome to the house. Thank you, Michael, for joining the show. Picture Thinker, thank you very much. Vintoge, Finley Gotev also. Welcome, guys. Don't mind me. It's a little rain here, but it's not bad for a walk, you know. I need to refreshen my spirit, you know, breathe some fresh air out here. So I love it because it's just drizzling, but it's not too bad. So Michael, welcome. You're doing great. I attend your show every other day. So at least it keeps me abreast with what that is happening in England. It's quite a nice place. So that's what it is. So we go on unearthing. These guys, they're really on their slaves. And we also saw, how are you? I'm good. Dragon, Blood Dragon, how are you? Thank you for joining the show, Blood Dragon. Thanks a lot. I'm just taking a little walk and with some small gossips about some groups that I am also a member of, you know. And there's some guys trying to bring down the other channels, you know. Stories up and down, paying people to create alternative channels to bring down the other ones. So, well, we are all in this YouTube space. Sometimes some friends you make, you just have to be careful because you don't really know their intention. I'm good, just having breakfast. We go, wow, that's good. Breakfast at this time. Where are you, Blood Dragon, by the way? Where are you precisely? Because here we are at 17:37 p.m. European Central Time. So where are you, Blood Dragon, to have breakfast at this hour? Yeah. So there's a lot of competition in the streets in the YouTube terrain. And it's just that you just get to watch out who you mix up with. And then some people have their own intentions. They could just come to, you know, tell you, hey, you have a small channel, don't worry, I give you some money. Just create some other account and get on and destroy the other person's account. So it's very common. So this is exactly what we see in this Yabohanse group with Die Hard, Florida, Tallahassee. And there's two able men, diasporans of Jamaican origin, in which they're supposed to be brothers, but you see them trying to destroy themselves. So sometimes it calls for caution on whoever you try to really embrace on the YouTube street or to get closer with, and to also be careful about your discussions, because some discussions, some get to even record themselves, and at the end, and if the person said, no, I didn't do it, I said, okay, bring receipts. Okay, I bring receipts. And some will say, okay, I provide the receipt. So imagine being recorded for just having a small Glendora Davis, a small chit-chat discussion. as somebody from your own origin. This is horrible. So, but today, we try to unearth these two gentlemen because we know they are not there for nobody. They're there for themselves, and that they're, well, we don't know what they are really fighting for Mura. Marwa has made it. He's a millionaire on his own. So what are we fighting for? Just to be in his clique? But being in his clique, the day you can't donate, you don't have any money to donate, he doesn't even have your time. He doesn't look at your face because there are people every day that will give him money, super slap him every day. And some throw private donations. Everything, the mansion they build for him, they do that. So that is just his style. Well, people call it scam. It could be scam, a smart way of scamming. But then sometimes some of the people that donate to him, most of them are retirees, living on pension money, so vulnerable. When he talks, they listen and they do it. I think at the end of the day, before the month ends, the salary, the pension that was in the account is already gone. Because every day, Mura never stops begging. So, but what does these two men seek for from him? That's what we don't know. The nyash or what? What the hell are you looking for from this guy? That you're fighting for, hanging his photograph in the wall of their houses. Man, we don't know. Are they married or what? Are they okay? Hanging a picture of a human being, not that you're hanging the picture of Jesus Christ, or you're hanging the picture of your child or your father, but another human being that you just made on the YouTube and worship every morning. Oh, Dio Bono. This is incredible. Hello, Dr. Cherry. Welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the chat. Please don't forget, just hit the like button while we keep frolicking. So the weather is a little bit moisty and a little bit some small drips. But it's okay to at least breathe some fresh air. So that's what I'm trying to do. At least breathe some fresh air. It's good for me too. I didn't want to drive, so I preferred taking a walk, which is also good for me. Yvette, darling, good afternoon. Welcome, darling. Welcome, darling. So we're just taking a stroll here. Yep, even though you might see the screen a little bit dripping, it's a small moisty, not really raining, but it's wet, but not too wet, but it's fresh enough to enjoy. Yes, you are welcome, Vigo. Thanks a lot. Yes, it's raining, not much, just some small drizzling rain drops like that, but I like the freshness of it, at least to change air. So that's good for the health. So we talk about the Mura, all the shenanigans. So we do not know whether it's even Mura that hired this general to get rid of or embarrass the grandpa. We just don't know, because everything with Mura, the more you look, the less you see. You never know how it's going to end, or it's just a drama to resurrect some of these channels. And I can see that even the general channel, loads and loads of people from Marwa camp, they keep subscribing. Oh, we're from Marwa. Oh, we're from Marwa. So I think his channel at least will be boosted at this period. While a traditional grandpa too is also denying, and we don't really know what it is. So, but we keep on. Yes, Sunny Adventure, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. The general should send Patsy money for her windows. That's correct. It said fake life. Albertina and Stino, fake life here. Albertina, are you a content creator? Do you want me to give you a blue jacket? If you're a content creator, I can give you a blue jacket. So anyway, let me just try add as a standard moderator blue jacket for you, Albertino, just for today, in case you want to interact with others. Why? Yeah. The blue jacket is if you're a content creator, so you can interact with others. Then Scam Marwa. Scam Marwa, beautiful place. Where is this? Scam Marwa, how come you come up with the name? These are all the fake accounts that we don't know. How come? Because you write there Scam Marwa. So Scam Marwa, what do you want? Are you a content creator? Okay, Livia B, where are you from? Livia, I am in Central Europe. Yes. But welcome to the show. And if you are a content creator, you can also help yourself out. But here we have a small discussion because we also have a group that the discussion goes about. But in between, if you want to connect to a content creator, you can also help yourself. Why not? So guys, so as we were talking, so now the Madam Julie that came so strong in favor of Trenchtown Grandpa, that came on live to defend Trenchtown Grandpa against Passy, and suddenly, with just one episode of allegations from the general, and Lucy now lost hope, regretted that he trusted this grandpa and left that message. Man, I've read that message several times. It's just that I'm moving. If not, I can't really. Why there is cold in Europe? And where are you, Albertino? With Julie. Yes, Yvette. If you remember that time of Trenchtown Grandpa, that Trenchtown Grandpa said that a Passy has also robbed other people, scam other people, and said there's a particular lady that was paying for the school fees for the children, and that he was going to bring Julie on live show, in which he did. So he brought Julie, and Julie said yes, that the Passy is a scammer, that he decided to pay for school fees for the first son. I think that's Emmanuel or something. But the Passy was always coming back to ask her money, and all that stuff. And he didn't pay the school fees or something like that. That he must be lying against Trenchtown Grandpa. So now, she now regrets using those words. She now regrets and said it couldn't have been true. It couldn't have been true that that sort of something ever happened. That she's very disappointed because she really defended Trenchtown Grandpa. So that's the one, you know. It was there. It's there. Everybody knew about it. Yvette. Everybody knew about it. I'm all Husseini. I'm America. Hello, dear. Welcome. I'm Ali Husseini. Welcome to the show. Thank you for doing the show. I'm from Bangladesh. Welcome, Albertino. Einsteino. Einstein is a European name. Is Einsteino in Bangladesh? Yeah, we are welcome, no problem. So, Ali Husseini, are you a content creator? But just hit the like button, guys. If you're a content creator, then I can give you a blue jacket. Then you can navigate your way. Yeah, okay? So, we keep moving and we keep talking about this stretch. So, that's exactly what happened. But Mora has come up to debunk some of the stories. So, Mora is in between. This way, that's where she's not really clear about where her position stems from. But she said, well, she hears stories from both sides, so it's for her to, you know, be sure of what she's talking about. And that is why people feel that she hasn't really taken side or said something. But the initial impact, immediately the general, you know, bring out that video, was that they all seemed to align with the general. Or probably they had an afterthought when the general came back with the second video. But guys, the thing is, the general said, people are asking, where's the receipt? Trenchtown said, where is the receipt? But I am the receipt. And guys, how can we believe him? How can we believe the general? He said, but I am here. I am the receipt. That there at least is not allowed to, the law there does not permit people to really video, you know, make recordings of people something. Well, it's against the law, but in the YouTube, many people do that. So what can we do? Many of them do that. Yes, Albertine, Cholash. So we see most of all this inconsistency in the story, and he's still hyping all the reactors of Marwa with the picture of the Mora hang there behind him with the flags of almost how many nations there? The Haitian flag, the Trinidad, the Jamaican, Canadian. So and now, is there sound now? Is there sound now? Guys, is there sound now? What's happening here? Start a poll, start question and answer. Yes, there's sound now. Okay. Okay, now guys, so we keep moving. Yes. Okay, Peters, nice village there in Holland. The people gone call the police. If you walk there, get out. No way. I am a Dutch woman, so nobody send me out. Yes. Jenny Blog. Okay, let me give you blue jacket. Maybe you can connect with some people too. Jenny Blog. Okay, Jenny Blog, you have a standard moderator now, so you can go ahead and connect with the people you want to connect with. Okay, so we keep moving. So the Moras really, Jenny, put on your jacket, type something, then you are on blue. Put on your jacket. Okay, Antoinette D'Souza. Welcome, darling. How are you, Antoinette? Albertino, now there is now the volume is there, so you can connect with whoever you want to while we go on with our civil conversation. So, but only 6 likes from 16 views. Please hit the like button, guys. Give the video a like, guys. Please, please, please. Let's raise the likes up, guys. So, guys, the village shenanigan there, it is just too much. We don't even know who is who. We don't know who is trying to resurrect his or her channel and bring up all these unnecessary damn stories that never really rhyme, and that is really something really that is his name. Man, it's man, I think the two people they have nuts. There's something going on. These are just the traces of vulture. I had made a video last year, and the title was the vultures that never left. So, and I see a second resurrection of these vultures here and there. So they are really here, and they want to start up something again, but we never will ever trust their steps, because Trenchtown is never going to give up. He has sued so many negative reactors. The cases are still in the court, but I would have loved him to come to Kenya, to go to Kenya and appear in the court before them. That's what I would have loved to see. But it doesn't look like he's ready to do that. He just sit down there. But the lawyers in Kenya, obviously, it means somebody will approach you. I'm going to pay you dollars. Go to the court against this guy for me. Who wouldn't take the money, even when they see that it's a very weak case? Everybody will take the dollars. Yeah, it's dollars talking. So that's what the guy failed to understand. And now we're going to see exactly where all the problem is going to lead them to. Chef Matiko's caretaker was crying over being sacked and not paid. You see, they're all scammers. Nobody wants to pay. They only want to be collecting and collecting and collecting. Yeah, because if it's that guy that built that place for him, the cousin or something, he did a pretty good job. The standard of the house was almost no camera. Oh, no camera. Oh my God, whether it's the rain that is causing it. Let's see again. Whether it's the rain that is causing it. What's causing it here? Even $10 is a big deal for them in Nyabo. Yes, that's true. Yes. Okay. Is the camera on now, guys? Yes, the camera is on now. The camera is on now. Okay, I make a retro march here. So my cap is a little bit wet, but it's okay. The cap is a little bit wet. I will keep going. I like the fresh air, the freshness. Just some small drizzle, but it's not too bad. Yeah, even $10. They are not ready to pay the people working for them. They are only there to be receiving. Why can't you pay for somebody that is taking care of the house? The guy that built that place really put that place to real European standard. Beautiful house, the furnishing, the finishing in and outside was super. But they won't do it. So the people are just wonderful. I hope I'm loud. Yeah, I hope I'm loud. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. If you can hear me, then that is good. So we've seen a lot of these guys. But I think this story of the general and the grandpa, it looks like a stage something. It looks like all staged. Either Mura can even stage it and use the, what do you call him? And use the Canadian guy, the general. The general will just wait from some few knots Probably they just look at him, hey, this guy needs to get a little stoned. Once he's stoned, you give him something to stone a little bit. He will do the needful. Or probably the offer wasn't too much, wasn't enough. And he said, hell, you don't give me. And Grandpa said, hell, I can't keep giving you. Let's stop. And he said, okay, then I'm going to come live and get everybody to hear it. So something could have transpired between two of them. That's what I see there. Yes. Yes, you are loud and clear. Thanks a lot, Dr. Cherry. Thanks a lot, Dr. Cherry. So I'll put him on timeout. Who will you put on timeout? Albertine. So I see a lot of discrepancies about their stories. The story is no more gingering. The story is too much cornering. And even for him to come out for the second episode without a receipt, man, this is just, what can I say? He's not a serious guy. He's not a serious guy, I tell you guys. He's not a serious guy. He's just, what can I say? What can I even call him? So I've looked at the whole thing. I've been laughing. I've just been trying to study the whole situation. Mora is not ready to talk. He's in between. And as we heard, well, in a Nairobi teacher said Trenchtown trying to buy her against the to link, to join the lazy gang, but she refused. And I think Zach Senior is always in contact, as I learned, with the Trenchtown grandpa. So it's possible Zach Senior too knows a little bit about this story, or he would have been in contact with Zach Senior too, because these were the real diehard that really, really defended him in that time of Patsy. And they were the first people that diffused those noodles of Patsy. And the noodles had even gone round among them. They were making fun of it, laughing. They saw it. So we were almost the last people to see it. And I refused to really take a second look at it. It was disgusting because I just couldn't believe it, because I was always defending Patsy too. So to some extent, I was disappointed. But then I looked at an old man in that way because he wanted something in return from this young lady. And because of that, you were ready to tarnish that, to put her down, right down. You were ready to put her down, to bring those pictures and send the pictures to Yabohanse to get this lady ridiculed. My God, that was when I lost respect for grandpa. He shouldn't be a grandpa. He probably have a grandchild of the age of Patsy, but he really, really messed up, and it was really, really bad. Oh my goodness, the weather there is crazy. Yes, the weather is crazy. Bro, there is also cold here. Okay, Albertine, you're in Bangladesh. Yeah, I think so. You guys should have a cold there. You should have cold there by now. But probably not like Europe here. Not like us. Anyway, depend on the area you live in Bangladesh. Some mountainous areas, or people in Pakistan, like people living in the Kashmir region. That area, I learned the weather is extremely bad over there. Yes, they're not getting one view from me. Sonia, you don't want to look at them. Yeah, in general, for so long, I think the highest he got, was it up to 3,000 views for the first video? Check Choma, welcome, darling. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. I think he had 3,000 for the first video. Then the second video, I'm not too sure. Everyone is smooth here. Yes. Wow. Well, just look at the nice environment. Very nice. It's just that the weather is so dull today. Some small drizzle of rain. What's your name? Oh my God, there's a big dog here. I have to run away. I hate dogs because the dogs here And she has 2 big dogs with only one on the chain. So let me move faster and get away from here. I don't want trouble. Where are they? Okay, let me take the other way out. Let me take this way out. Yeah, it's so big, man. Okay, he has a chain on him. Yeah, hello, hi. He has a chain. He has a chain. There are 2 big dogs there. Let me take this way out. I don't want problem. Albertine, like and subscribe, please. Greetings, Check Choma. Yes, Mary Moore. Hello, darling. Greetings, Vico. Yes, welcome, 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 welcome. Check Choma. Sorry. Have you all notification, but YT refuses to publish accordingly? Well, sometimes you never know what that really happened, because sometimes there's some shows that I want to watch, I don't see it coming, but you have to press when you press the button for the notification. You know, the first one, all notification, the first one, when you click that one, it turns black. Then with that one, you can get the notification anytime the person is sending out videos. It's the first one on the there, and it's black. Once you click it, it turns black. Then you know you get it. I think this dog is gone. But let me take this way out. I don't want problem. Because it's not easy to get bitten here by the dog. I have you on all. Okay. Then the notification should be coming in. Yeah. It should be coming in, yeah. Sometimes it's like that. So we are here. We're still trying to talk a little bit about the moras, the nyash, this and nyash something. We don't know what is this nyash about. I could hear it and hear it and hear it on Black Beauty a day before yesterday. And I could try to visualize it and said, well, could it be something or something that is really on there that we haven't been able to unearth all this while? Or there's a link, because why would 2 men just fighting just to protect one man and have his picture hang in their houses? Hello, the Cham. Welcome, the Cham. Thank you for joining the show. And have his picture hang in their house. Don't they have a wife? Or the children wouldn't ask, Papa, why is this picture hang here? What is going on here? So that is what I don't know. That's what I try to understand. And so when I hear about nyash, then I try to understand. Is there something other than this? Is there something other than what we know? Because you cannot worship a human being like that. Is there a link or what? What is it about? What is it that is so juicy, so inside, that drives people crazy, fighting for only one person? How can that be? There are other men around too. And the drive, the urge to go to Yabohanse. And they will learn that the general planned to go there, initially for the party. But probably it was a short of funds. And he couldn't make that journey. And we see him always there. And he hasn't really been. He's a diehard moras, but he didn't really attract that much of a crowd, in his channel. Or is this a way to resurrect his channel? Or is it in collaboration with moras, or how? But at the end of the day, if there's nothing like that, and even if Mora is annoyed that, yes, Grandpa must have dealt with him, must have insulted him, go to this guy. But by the time Grandpa chip in some dollars for Mora, case is closed. Open and closed. Case will automatically be closed. Already liked, yes, thank you. Because Mora is only after dollars. Once you open that bag, man, he will forgive your sins. He will go after the dollars first. That's all that he wants. That's all that he wants. And nothing more. That's all that he wants. Then the general will jump an empty ground because he has nothing to offer Mora. Sometimes from behind, most of us, we enter Mora to see what is talking there. And we see the people that are contributing, slapping. I've never seen general slap anything. Never. Or does it privately? Only if he does it privately. If he does it privately, fine. But apart from that, I mean, it's a low-level follower, even though he's a die loyalist. But Mora doesn't count on whether you are a loyalist or what. Mora counts on your pocket, the dollar. The dollar has to flow. Without the dollar, you are nowhere. You are not a strong member. That's what he wants. Great name, Albertino. Albertino is keeping the chat busy. Dr. Cherry Vico, we will get the answer in time. We just have to watch the space. Yes, according to the old boy man law. I mean, guys, these are old men in a young boy's body. Young boy's body and brain too. It's like the brain development is of those are young people, young boys. It's not of that of people of that age. Because even the general, I learned general is a 59. I learned general too is 59. So if general is 59, and he's a grandpa too, because I've seen one video of him, the daughter-in-law bringing a child for him, 2 grandchildren for him to person. And he was telling the daughter-in-law, don't you want to come on my video? I am live coming. And the lady waved and said, no. So he had with the kids. He made the video with the kids. So that was what I saw there. And so that means he's also a grandpa. But there's something that is not really clicking here. There's something that is not really clicking here. So that's exactly what I saw there. And I can't believe that 2 Jamaicans going to fight for one a Kenyan guy. What do they gain and what is it all about? What is this craziness, madness? Man, then is it the nyash factor, and how do they get that nyash? From a distance? Or is that one of the reasons the grandpa has been in and out of the village? Wow. Wow. Ebony, Nikeluboni, how are you, darling? Are you there? I didn't see you, Check Choma, let me see. Ebony. Okay, I didn't see check. Ebony here, no problem. The Passage Finder, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. It's been a while. I haven't really been live, but so this is what we find here. It's canals everywhere here. And some beautiful places here. Most part are still under construction. With the dollars, they make a grandma's house building, yes? The Passage Finder, hello. Dollars is talking. In Marwa's camp, it is dollars. You don't have it. You just go there to bench there. They don't even give you face. Only when you donate, they remember your name. And I know it's all about building up their channels. Because many of them, when they get there, you see that they are busy greeting themselves. Busy exchanging, how are you? So it's about growing their channels. And if you check all those channels, they are all content creators. Not just a regular like we have in our group. We have intelligent reactors that just come on board just to support our channels. But there, almost all of them are reactors. They all have a functional channel. So that's exactly what it is. It's about using each other. And Mura knows that. And for him, you use my platform to grow your channel, then you got to drop dollars. You don't drop dollars, then you are nobody. So I think they try to make way for that. And somehow it's not really that bad. So, Ebony, hello everyone. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining the chat. Yes, let me go back this way, because if I go here, you don't have much to see here, apart from once I get out of that corner. Bossede Joseph, welcome to the chat. And I go here. Again, here you can see a lot of things. Here, just a little after this part, then you can see the beautiful street too. But let me just walk here a little bit. So that's exactly what I see. How are you doing? I'm good, Bossede. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. No, I hate to take you guys too. Let me pass back where you can see some beautiful structures or taking the fresh air. These are the largest houses here. They're all done, not completely. I think when they finish, about 2-3 plots are still remaining. When they finish there, that's when they will do the road there. But this side, they have finished this side. It ends here. So that's why they have on the road still here. So the cars, you don't get here, you only branch to the building, the round building here. So, Mark 6 Monarch. Abracadabra. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So Check Choma said, sorry, missed some hellos while I was complaining about notification issues. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Mark Monarch, are you a content creator? If you want, I can give you a blue jacket. Ebony EBZ, I have been enjoying your fashion show, lady. Yes. I try to keep you guys busy with a little bit of everything. So I'm still trying to search what is best for me, because sometimes some gossip reaction, sometimes I just get tired about it. But I like to watch others. I like to watch and make contributions too, to read too, because it is something that you're used to, and some changes that people are just surprised. Hey, there are people still living in this life, still behaving like this. Sometimes it's, it's interesting to, out of curiosity, to really listen to see what's really happening. Every day I bring a new story, and it's not bad anyway. It's not bad. So, Merimo, that place is no green and lush. Yes, that's true. What's up the drains on the road? It's like a crane, like an iron. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But they'll get to that certain point, they will stop there, because the other areas are natural walking areas. So I think they do it up to this point because of this round building here. There are luxury apartments from the ground to the top. Could be 2 floors, 3 floors. Then underneath there is your parking. And when they park, you climb up, you go up straight to your apartment, up to the top. So that's how they build it here. Then some visitors parking out here. So normally this street's supposed to end here with this building here. But this very one, I don't know why they put this plank, iron steel, something they put here up to that point. But it's like closer it ends, they can't get out from here. So this is what it is. But it's a luxury apartments, are nice too. But the roads here are beautiful now because they have finished all the construction on this road. All the construction, all the houses are done. So once they do it like that, after that, normally they make the road. And the road, this one so will last. Boom, boom, very solid. Very solid roads. So Dr. Cheryl Merrimore, his donors donate to him so that they can live through him. He is fulfilling what they have failed to do in their youth. Time is against them. Yes, that is true. That's true. They donate. They always. They know the ones trying to build a channel. And when they donate, those big madams there that are controlling the channel, because those ones can kick anybody out. I think Mora will not even have a say, because it's like they have even adopted him. They take decision about him, about the channel, who can talk, who cannot talk. Before you hear him, they clean you off quickly, kick the person out. And Mora cannot even argue. So that is what that is happening there is about who can donate. You don't donate, then you are nobody, you cannot even talk. You just, bench there for them. Maybe make your small to see if you can have some subscribers and all that, But I think most of them build their channels from there. So that's why for them, whatever you say against Zumura, you're wasting their time, because that's where they build their channels. They will praise him till the end. That's what it is. So Ebony said, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Yes, that is true. Check your eyes. So this is so let's walk this way out, because the dog diverted me back to this side. I'm always scared of dogs. Don't forget, yes, hit the like button, guys. So this is exactly where we are. So this story of these guys, we're going to see exactly where it's going to take us to. But I know it could be to resurrect some channels. Resurrection. You guys remember the time of when he called all the ungrateful people, and all that time, lots of people channel went up, especially Michael Ponte, iVentures, their channels soared up. And his own too was also resurrected too. So that's exactly, it could be another way of resurrecting some channels. That's what I see here. Morahan can be inside. You never know. Can be inside. And the general, they see the general as a weak one that they can use. Because I think that guy, if you stone him a little bit, give him something to stone a little bit, man, he will open up and everything. So when he said he doesn't have the receipt, it's possible he doesn't have the receipt. It's possible there were conversations. They had contact with Trenchtown Grandpa. There would have been conversations among them for sure. But to what level, to what extent is what we are not too sure. We're not too sure. Yeah. Because they're brothers. They meet each other. They talk freely. Yeah, there was trust there. And Juju, if Juju can cite this guy right on the chat there, on his live there, and write something there, yeah, baby, beef up, I respect you, then that means Juju is aware of it. Is well aware of it, or Grandpa has always discussed some of all these shenanigans with him. So for him, it's nothing new if this guy, General, comes out to spill the bean. So then I wonder, what type of friendship was JU and Grandpa having? Because we could see JU visiting Grandpa several times with really. They had a drink, they had a meal in his house, and I think they went to Florida together. From Florida, they also went to Jamaica together. So at a point, you have to wonder, what sort of friendship is this? What kind of human beings do we have in these streets? You can't trust nobody. You just cannot trust nobody. You can't just trust nobody. It's a lot and a lot happening here. A lot. You just can't trust any of them. So that's what I see there. So, Ebony, Jenny, yes. And Mary Moore said, Dr. Cherry, I'd be damned if I had to live my life vicariously through a begging scammers. Those people are incompetent, mini compops. They should be sending their money to people who really needs it. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's why we wonder. Mora has so much. You've given Mora so much, and yet you still keep on giving him, and you still keep on hanging his wall. I mean, like a semi-god. Is there something other than what we see, what we know? Is there something, some sort of attachment within them? That's what I just don't know. I try to understand, because I've never seen a thing like this. That Juju will hang Mura's picture there and go live every other day on his wall. And General to hang Mura's photo too. What the hell is going on here? The nyash or what? What is it about? And how do they get this nyash? Guys, pardon me for my word. So, it is, mind-boggling. Jenny Blog, yeah, exactly. Ebony, Jenny Blog, media, yes, she has style, Ebony. Mary Moore, yes. Michael, how are you? Michael, when you write in blue, I can't really see, because the blue, it's a little bit dark for me to read. You can't see much on blue. If you change this thing to white, everybody writes on white, then it's easy to see. Yes. Ebony, Michael, what is that link to? I think it's his channel. Michael is in England. He said he needs followers. He needs people to, subscribe to him. Junaid Joseph, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you, Junaid. Junaid, are you a content creator? You want a blue jacket? Then I can give you. So Dr. Sher said, Marymore, they don't contribute to anyone who can really benefit their children, grandkids, or a child in the community. They only think of self. They are fully aware that he gambles with their dollars. Yes, they know, but I don't know that association, what it is about, what that really drives them crazy there, the competition within them to give. You're giving somebody that says he's already a millionaire, he has all that, and you're still giving. And yet there's so many poor people in that village. There's so many. There's so many. And you're just furnishing somebody's luxurious lifestyle with everything. So sometimes you want to think, what is really in the mind of these people? What do they really want? Are they people that are trying to grow their channel and they're ready to give everything? So you think of so many things and, okay, Jonah, they said, no, I'm not a content creator. Okay, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. So in a nutshell, it's devastating. Sometimes you wonder, because there's so many people in need. There's so many inside that village and even outside that village. There's so many of them in need, and you still keep giving somebody that you have given so much. You've raised his life standard to that of people living in diaspora and abroad. And most of those people, they don't own villas in abroad. They don't own villas. You can't own it. How much will you be earning to have such a villa that if it were here, you're talking about the millions. You're talking about from $1.5 million or $2 million. Mercedes, truck, Jeep, and he's still saying, oh, you see this car, I'm going to buy it. You see this car, I'm going to buy it. When he saw the car of the coily lifestyle that came to visit that she hired from Nairobi, oh, this car, once you drive past, oh, they think you are a minister. Even the police will just salute you like this. They will salute you. This car, I'm going to get it, buy it one day. And followers will scramble to donate. I've never seen anything like this, guys. I've never seen. So Ebony said, Marymore, I have not heard the word nin com poops in a long time. Man, guys, explain that word for me, because I've been trying to read to read it, and I just couldn't really understand what it is. I just couldn't really understand. Well, these are nice, quiet neighborhoods. These ones are like a close. It leads to the walking path. It leads to small walking path here. Then across, because here they build lots and lots of places you can take a stroll in the nature. My only fear, it's a very safe area. This place, the only fear is always the dogs. If they don't have their dogs on the hook, on the line. So that drives people crazy. That drives people crazy. If not, it's a nice. So this one's the finished building. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 houses on this area, and that's it. Yes. Fair House Mom Kitchen. How are you? Okay, I give you a blue jacket in case you want to connect, Fehal. Okay, Fehal, you have a standard moderator just for the day. In case you want to connect, you can go ahead. Okay. So, this is my route. And see our sheep there. The government paid the owners to eat it. Nicole, I think you saw a black sheep. You said you've never seen a black sheep before, but this one is a sort of gray. These ones are quite bigger. Wow. So they eat the whole grass here, and the government will pay the owners. They can keep them here for a day or two. They finish eating all the grass here instead of using the tractors. Then they'll push them again to another side, but they all have chips on their neck. So if somebody tried to steal them, the owners will have an alarm in their houses and they know exactly what's happening. Yes. So, Dr. Cherry, yes, I think it's people with emotional and psychological needs. They look towards to shout out from him, to feel important, to feel appreciated and loved. Yes, that's true. That's true. It must be. Nixon Beresha, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. I do not pity Yabuhanse scammers and their donors. How do you pay for someone's vacation while you can't afford one? That's true. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's what I keep asking, because most of them, they don't have that kind of luxury vacation. They don't even go. And they just sit down there in front of the TV watching TV, and you're paying for somebody to go and enjoy with swimming pool, with everything. My God. With the beach. Wow. Nirma Nelson, greetings. Ebony, yes. Dr. Cheryl, I agree. They want to belong. Yes, they want to belong. But you want to belong, how do you belong? How do you belong? Because Mora doesn't have time for you. Because there are so many. You don't give, others are giving. So even when you give today, you don't give tomorrow. He doesn't have time for you. Because others are just giving. They just keep giving and giving and giving. So yours depend on what you give. Janet Harris will keep giving a $10, 10 pounds. And that 10 pounds, and there are people giving more. But they are the real madam that control that street there. If you say anything they don't like, they kick you out. Amora has no say. He cannot talk to them. He cannot tell them, no, don't do it. They control him. They control the followers there. They control the followers, and they work in clique. And that clique is about donation, what that comes out from you. Without that, you are nothing. Without that, they don't have any respect for you guys. So Merimo, yes. And Debbie said, Nin com poops is a silly person. Okay. Nin com poops. Okay, now I get the word. Maybe I start using it too. Merimo, Dr. Cherry, exactly. They want to be favored, and they also want Marwa's subscribers. Yes, it's for subscription. That's what I think. The passage finder, it means idiot. Okay, so that's the short form of it. Mean nincompoops. Yeah, it should be. It should be some form of it. Yeah, it's all for, they want a Mora's, they all want a Mora's subscribers. I think that's all they want. But by the time he gets mad with them or something, he asks them, go and unfollow him and let him go back to where he started from. Let him go back to where he started from. So he's going to do that, but Trenchtown Grandpa, probably he's afraid of that. But being afraid of that, what does he really even need to do in the YouTube? At least with his pension, I think he should be okay. With his pension, he should be okay. He doesn't really need all this stress. Like I do my own YouTube. I do my own YouTube because I need to get myself busy. Not really for the cash of it, no. I've been even monetized for some months now, but I don't even, I've not even had a salary, but I don't even think about it. I don't think about it. I'm just fine. At least it keeps me busy. Yeah, in pension age, you don't just have to sit down and wait until you die. You have to do something. You have to keep moving. Even the traveling that I do just to get myself busy, change the environment. And anytime I travel, when I come back, I feel renewed. That's exactly what I've been doing with my life. So for Trenchtown Boy, I don't really know whether it's about the money from YouTube. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's about money. I think it's just an area scatter. We call it area scatter, troublemaker. Just to go where trouble is. Because if not, you sit down there and you're taking all the reactors here to court, and you're paying the lawyers. The lawyers know the money is coming in dollars. Which lawyer will refuse that kind of money? No lawyer will refuse it. No lawyer will refuse it. They just sit in their house and you bring money for them. Why not? You knock my door and you bring money for me. I tell you, even when it's not a good case, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Of course, they'll take the money. And this happened during Christmas last year. I said, hey, these guys that are looking for money for Christmas. Then you come and knock on your door. You want them to represent you. They'll tell you, no problem, sir. Just send us the money. And he keep wiring. Then at the end of the day, up till today, the case hasn't gone anywhere. Oh, holy Moses. Fine. Penny TV, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. How are you? How are you? Welcome. So the donations are making the villagers lazy. That is the thing. They don't think about anything again. Who opens YouTube channel? It's just opening just for money. So it does not allow you to do something. And I could listen to Nasto. Nasto said, well, he's a graduate of communication arts and what did he said? But he used to work for a transport company. His latest video that he dropped, he used to work for a transport company. And that transport company, sometimes he will be washing the buses and all that. He never believed in his life that he could become a house owner. Talk less of building the first one and the second one. You see, thing is that the more the money keep coming, they build the first one, go for the second one. It's just like a Mayugno. Mayugno, the one that he built there was so beautiful, so cozy, and now he went for the bigger one. So the urge is still there, and people donate. Whereas they could have said, hell, this village is very underdeveloped. Let's look for other people that are in need. Even if they were to build a mini apartments in one area here, another area, maybe 10 mini apartments, 10 mini. One family can enter, one family can enter. At least they could be able to settle 10 families. 10 families. 10 families. But then nobody really thinks about that. You know, they just keep expanding and expanding all their... It's I don't know what to say, but, well, it's your look. Junaid Joseph Vico, which country is this? This is the Netherlands. This is the Netherlands. So it's not a big city, it's a small city that has almost everything. If you want a quiet life, then better with the small cities. And raising children is also good with small cities, because the big cities, since they sell marijuana is allowed in the shops, if not, they start smoking very early. So small city life gives them enough chance to, to grow in a peaceful environment. So that's why I love here, because from here, my train station here takes me direct to Schiphol. So with that, I get down and I bought my flights. I go to where I want to go to, except if I have luggages. I need my hobby to drop me. Apart from that, I tell him, hey, I take my train here and I get there. When I come back, I take train. And direct, he stops me here. So it's quite good. So, Pine Media, yes. Nick Beresha, I'm sure, Madam, I think even if they don't get subscribers, they still will. How many of them truly grow their channel compared to how much he has? Did TTG grow? No. TTG grew. I think the first time he got to the village, he got to that number 6,000, 5,000. From that point, maybe 6,000 now, he's not been able to grow further. So that's what I see there. So Nixon Beresha, I am sure the TTG lawyers are working with Marwa to milk money from the children, from the old man. Kenge get a cut of legal fees. Exactly, you get the tingo. Nixon, you get the tingo, because these people, the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. That's what I keep telling people. I say with Kenge, everything is on the table. Everything is on the table. That's why I said, even with this guy in Toronto, this general, his hand can even be there. You never know. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about dollars. When dollars enter, moral will change. Even he can pretend, I'm disappointed that the Trench Town grandpa did this. When Trench Town grandpa said, hey boy, don't worry, you said your battery or your panel, something was bad. Okay, I'm going to send you the money tomorrow. And that's it. He will switch. So that's it. Dollars control over there, honestly. So Nixon, yes, that's exactly what I see there. The lawyers, they collaborate with him. Yeah, he would have introduced him to the lawyers too. And the lawyers will be paying him, some percentages. So that's what it is. Joseph, nice. So Ebony Vico gets you about keeping mentally busy. I have started uploading my poetry to YouTube as well. It's fun. Well, let's have the link. Ebony, when you are ready, let's have the link. At least we'll be visiting and, supporting too. We need to support each other too in any way, just to get busy, because this age, in our age, at least most of us, we are of a certain age. We need to at least do something to keep body and soul, because you can't just lock yourself inside the room in front of the TV all the time. You need to move, you need to change environment and meet people like this, exchange words, and you laugh, laugh it over, which is good for the mental health too. So Merriman said Dr. Cheryl TTJ has double the amount of subscribers of the general, and he doesn't even post often. Yes, that's true. The general is about 3,000 plus now, and I think TTG should be six and a half, or getting to 7. Yes, I think so. But TTG, the guy is another con artist. Everything, every time he will keep denying. You guys remember when he pinned that famous pin conversation, and at the end of the day, Gake had to go for it. So the guy is not, TTG is not who any person should trust. Yes, Ebony said, I think there's some small truth in the general story. Yes, I believe there's some small truths there. They would have had a conversation. They would have been having, exchanging, contact. They have contact. But it depends on what level was that contact, and on what they agreed on what they disagreed, that could have infuriated, pushed the general to come out. Or one could have said, okay, if you want it like that, okay, Marwa is going to know about it. Then the one son said, okay, then I'm going to spill it first. So there would have been some truth. There's some truth there. I don't think everything there is the truth, but some truth is there. Some collaborations, some interaction between them was there, has been there. Probably the breakup could have been the result of what we see, or some small sort of disagreement. Yes. So that's what I see there. Fakere, darling, how are you? Welcome. Thank you to the show. Mary Monek, Nixon, bingo. Yes. Hey. So Antoinette Ebony, he should have had some receipts. Yeah, he refused then if he did not have receipts. So that means he really trusted him. That means there was some good rapport there, or he didn't think in that level, or probably at a point, because I think Grandpa is a little bit corny and smart guy. He looks a very smart guy in whatever he is doing. He would have planned everything. And probably this one just woke up from his slumber and said, hell, this guy, before he puts me under the bus, let me be the first to come out. So something would have happened between them. That's what I see there. Yes. So Nixon said, two matured men fighting for a man. Disgusting, honestly. Two matured men from the same place, all the way from Jamaica, fighting for somebody here. What is Mora? What has Mora got to offer them? Nothing. What is it they're fighting for? I'm just baffled and surprised. Yes, Nixon, two matured men. That's true. Ebony, Dr. Cherry, they are like zombies, because they cannot comment on their master's channel unless they contribute money. That is true. They cannot comment, say something from their hearts, unless they contribute money. If not, Harris will just wipe them out. We'll just wipe them out quickly, or warn them, say, hey, not here. And they will stop, and they all stand still. Men, they take orders. Those women, they don't joke. They clean them up immediately. So they don't joke with them. So Dr. Cherry Merrimore, I don't think he will go much further. Look at the guys like BT go with Jesse, J, Mayugno, and a few others. Their growth is only a small margin. Yes, their growth is very small compared to like Mayugno and all those stuffs. It's very marginal, and that's why sometimes I try to think, is it that they want to resurrect their channel, or what is really happening, or is a Mora's hand in this whole show, which can also be possible. That's what I say there. So Nixon Bresh said, I agree with the general that TTG is a snake. He wanted to slither into Patsy's garden. Remember? Yes, he's a snitch. It's no human should trust that guy. No human. And somebody is like somebody that never forgives. He doesn't forgive the way I see Grandpa. He doesn't forgive even when he is wrong, but he wants to prove that he has the power, the influence to turn things around. So when you meet somebody like that, you really have to be careful. But the general himself, he knew exactly what happened during Patsy's time. So why would he allow this man to get into him, deeply into him, for this situation to have come out? So the general himself too is not a smart guy. That's what I see there. He's not a smart guy. Chana Aziz, welcome to the show. Thank you, Chana. Thank you. So, Nixon Ebony, yes. And the champs, supermodel Victoria. Yes, supermodel. I'm bringing out my bottom box. Sometimes the clothes don't even size me again. I squeeze it and squeeze it. So many, the boxes are all full. I wish I had a daughter. Man, she would have had a lot to wear. But it's okay. What can I do? So Chanazi, well, Chanazi Twist, how are you doing? I'm good, and you? How are you? Chanazi, where are you from? Chanazi's Twist. Chanazi's Twist. Yeah, I think I've commented on your channel. I've watched your channel one of these days. I think I have watched one of your channel these days. Ebony EBBZ. Wow, Mora has a lot of control and authority over his audience. I guess he knows his worth, and he is milking it. Who gives up power? No. As far as the money keeps coming, he will not, really put down any of them. And they will always even go back to him to beg him with money. So that is it. That is why Mura will continue to survive the tempest. That's what I see here. So Mary Moore, Dr. Cheryl, I don't think TTG cares to grow his channel. He's an egomaniac and was only looking for praise until Percy exposed him. That is true. You can imagine if Percy didn't expose him, you could have imagined how many girls he could have gone through like that. But you guys remember that this girl, what is his name? Paris Sausage went to him. But we don't know what that really transpired there between them. But Sausage went to him to get the computer that he sent down. So we don't really know what that really transpired among them. And we don't even know how many other girls could have gone through Percy's situation without saying anything. But somebody introduced noodles in the village. Somebody introduced Nyash to the village. And it's like the ladies there just went into it blindly without knowing the consequences. Whereas the other one is a world traveler. Probably that's what he's been doing all along, selling. And we can also remember that Mikel Ponte mentioned something like that when they had that fracas. So there must be something. He introduced it. He brought this nodal situation into the village. Only that the villagers that have never traveled outside, that had no knowledge. And he just coached them, what is there? You have to do it. Hey, after all, dollars. And they went into it blindly without knowing the consequence that this thing can spill out. You can imagine, guys, for the photo of Patsy being displayed. I'm wondering how the kids will grow up, because somebody in that village will keep that picture, could use that as a ransom against the kids. So it calls for a lot of fear. I was scared to death. I don't know, because when you have kids and things like this will happen, they will grow up to find this. It will grow. Somebody will keep that thing in 20 years' time and will bring it out even before Patsy's kids. It was so bad, extremely bad. That's, they just get into it because they hear dollars. And he coached them. This is part of the master class. He said, after all, it's money that you want. Don't you want money? Do it. This is part of the master class episode that he gave them, So that's what I see there. Yes, Fakaridi, Sausage. Yeah, Sausage went to see you guys remember. Hey, Commands Mom, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Sausage went to see him in an arrow. We all remember that. So we don't know what transpired there. Well, he collects his own. He gave him whatever that he wanted, and that's it. Yeah, Dr. Cherry, very more true. Your identity, the man to the T, that's his downfall. He could not take that a dish rack, could reject his pass. That almost ended him. Yeah, he didn't believe. He thought he was just going to get everything and go away his way, but that refusal really hurt him. It really hurt him. And he never really gave him anything. It was like taking back what he gave to her. I give your children, send your children to school, and I take this. So he was trying to take back what he gave to her. So there was nothing there free. There was no sponsorship there. The condition prevailed the sponsorship to be an original sponsorship. So that was exactly what that happened. It was a fake sponsorship, a sponsorship with condition. So it wasn't free. And he tried to take back what he paid for. And that was it. Yeah, so fuckery. By the time the kids grow up, people will be walking naked. Anywhere the kids were there, they know what they went through with the mom. Yes, that's true. That's true. They know what they went through. Well, maybe in their generation things would have changed and nobody cares, nobody will, that sort of a thing. And maybe by then they would have left Yabo said they would have been living in big cities and nobody will know anything about them too. And life goes on. So that's what I see there. Ebony said, girl, Vico Real, you look good in your clothes. The womanly shape is shaping. You are killing it. Keep doing your best. Yeah, I'll try. It's just to keep myself busy. I find all the clothes hanging there and not much outing again, so I had to display a little bit of it. And Yvette was even saying, oh, Vico, do the evening dress. And that's how I said, oh, I still have some evening dress in this house. I said, oh, bottom box. We call it bottom box. Maybe some clothes you have abandoned for some years you haven't. So I had to start searching, and I brought out that last black one. You guys can see that it was a little bit squeezy where you have the slit. But I just have to do it, and that's where the sun came out on the garden, on the grass. So my heel was tipping into the grass, into the soil. Because when I do it on the, where you have the tiles, there was no sun there. So that's why I did it there. That's why I keep doing it there. So comments, Mom. Mary Moore, yes. Said Abdul, greetings. Said, where are you? Are you here? Hey, Said, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you, Said. Thank you for joining. Just hit the like button, guys. Menu the crazy, welcome. How are you, darling? Antoinette, hi, Menu, welcome. Well, guys, I'm going to round up a little bit of, the rain is still not much. I love walking in this sort of a rain. It's not really raining, just some small drips. So it was quite a good day. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your effort. So, well, maybe this weekend I'll have some few things for you guys, and that's what I have some personal projects that I'm sponsoring, that I'm doing. So I'll be bringing you the videos as it comes up from Africa, some small things that I'm doing. Yeah. So that's what it is, humanity. We've got to where it is really necessary. So thank you, guys. Chanaziz, thanks a lot. Fakere, Ebony, Antoinette, Miano, thank you. Comments, Mom, thank you. Mary Mo, darling, thank you. Said Abdul, thank you. We're going to see in the next again, Fakere. And Dr. Cheryl, thanks a lot for your support, always as usual. And the charm, thank you. Nixon, bro, thank you. And if I forget somebody here, please forgive me. Pine Media, thanks a lot. Junaid, thank you. Anyway, we're still going to meet in all the evening shows here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And let's pray for Erumbi. Erumbi has left the village. Poor girl. My God, they frustrated her. Oh, may God help her. Dudes has been arrested, as I heard. So that picture showed how they were dragging him with his clothes too. Well, that's what it is, but I hope he will get himself out. It's all about land they fight in that village, and Nottingham and Michael too, yeah. So we see you again in the next. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Love you all. Bye.